Here we go. Here we go. Right. Let the numbers get. Just John, how are you? Redoing my microphone, so right there. Let the numbers get up. Little view of London. Stormy London. Windy London. There we go. Let's have a little look. We've got the city there, blazing away. There we go, we'll just go round. Right, the Paddington Basin. Looking round to the west. How it's changed, you know? We've been watching these podcasts. We've seen, whoa, man, that's hard. Just been hit by a big hit of wind. The reason there's a reason I'm gonna get the 200. I'll show you something in a minute. The reason I'm gonna bounce back then. Right, here we go, 200 there. There we go, very windy over west. I'm gonna head to the safe confines of. I'm gonna go over this way today. I'm gonna go towards Camden. Oh, that's a lot better. That's a bit more leeway over Camden. Something different about me today. I'm gonna spin it round. You'll see why. Let's spin it round. I am the proud owner of a hat. So I'm wearing it today. Some lovely individual called Terry has bought me a hat. I've had to tie it up, and I thought I'd show the world my hat today. So I've never not worn a hat since I was a probationer constable. I had to wear them awful police hats, but because it rained on my head, so I'm going to reconnect. Right, sorry that we've got connection issues. Very, very windy today. I'm going to go out of the way. So I've got a hat. Got a hat here. So thank you, Terry, for my hat. Absolutely brilliant. If you don't want to get noticed, wear a hat. Right, we've got some, yeah, so it's a bit like one of them Aussie hats. All right, Mush. Hello, Paula. Hello, everyone. Right, I'm going to go round out the wind. I don't lose my hat. If I lose my hat, it'll end up, God knows where it'll end up. I've got my brew. Still got my Disney cup. My word, it's proper windy out here. Right, we've got a campaigner called Jimmy the Hat. Can be Johnny the Hat. Right, we've got some information today. We're going to start sharing the fruits of our hard work. Big thank you to yesterday to Nikki Cooper. The 2 with a Brew is taken off with a storm, incredibly successful. Phenomenal comments. Nikki's going to start having her own show, but due to the success of it. So, God bless Nikki. God bless Nikki, doing incredibly well, incredibly well. Yeah, I know my hat's going to get blown off in a minute. I'm going to sort of go around into the leeward stance of all this. And let's get out of the way, let's get out of the way. Right, so that's it. Anyway, what's been happening over the last week? The trolls, I don't know what's happening with them, I'm not really worried about them. I'm not really bothering to respond to any of that anymore because I'm not here to provide information for them. And they're all nuts, honestly, they are all nuts, all crackers. Where shall I go? I'm going to have to find somewhere because I want to read out some info. Yeah, Nikki's doing good, doing really good. Today, we met with a politician, probably the only politician campaigning against child abuse, pretty much stands alone. We had a very, very intense meeting with him. Info is going to Priti Patel. Priti Patel has agreed to meet me. She's aware of the work that I've been doing. Along at the meeting was a member of our security team and Jeanette. And you know, we went through so much stuff. So it's a start. A national newspaper's agreed to sort of follow some of our movements. Again, I'm going to start getting a little bit more secretive now because it's just too much information gets out. It gets into the hands of the dissenters and the trolls, and they just go out there deliberately trying to cock everything up. And they do it on purpose, and they do. You know, these aren't people that are campaigners. These are. What you do is when you campaign, you go out there to go against the establishment. You don't go out there to attack others that are campaigning. It's not on, but this is what they do. And anyway, so lots of people joining our security team. We've got a very, very solid team now. We got, well, to say we got a little cadre of proper toughies is an understatement. We've got a lot of experienced military guys. We've got a lot of, all of them are close protection officers. Not all the military. Yeah, we've got quite a few MMA lads now, and they're needed. They're needed now because we're in a dirty battle, and we are. So you either got one, you either go all, unfortunately, and you know. It's good. You know, we're out there as a proactive unit against Satanism and against child abusers. And long may it. We're pushing now that the government deal with it properly, that they recognise. I likened it to like assault. So you could beat someone up. If you beat them up, you mouthed off about their sexuality or their race, then it would be classed as a hate crime. So you'll get a statute offence that will be categorised differently. So we want abuse to be categorised differently if it has got a satanic element attached to it, which quite a lot of what we're dealing with has. We've got Private Eye magazine, this so-called satirical, tongue-in-cheek pamphlet, really, with this guy Ian Hislop, who's always on these Have I Got News For You. They hate the work that I've been doing and a group have been doing. They have attacked me on many occasions. Ian Hislop, what a despicable maggot of a man, and he is. And there is information about this guy. hopefully at some point can be put out. He uses this just snake of a woman called Rosalind Waterhouse. Again, you can Google her, there's enough nonsense on her. Whenever a victim or survivor of satanic abuse comes out, Rosie Waterhouse puts out a derogatory story about them, trying to rubbish anything. So when you see these Have I Got News For You, with this bloke Ian Hislop, the bloke is a great to go. And someone's going on about Android Disney. So you know what? Fuck Android and fuck Go. Don't use this as a platform to go on about that, please. So whoever that is, I'm sorry, but we're not having any of that nonsense anymore. They're both nuts. Right, so where was I? So we're looking at now Private Eye magazine digging at us, which is seen as an accolade by Wilfred Wong, and he said if these people are having a go at you, you're doing a good job. You're seriously doing a good job. Right, now to our dissenters, who turn around and state that satanic abuse is a myth and does not go on. I want to say a big thank you to one of our integral members, Stu, again not naming anymore. Stu has been doing the research for us. God bless you, Stu, in what you're doing. Thank you so much, Stu. Now, Stu, oh my God, this door is banging. Heck, this is mad. Right, I'm going to sort of go leeward now. I go leeward. Let's sort of go. Don't want that light shining on your faces. Right. Now we've got our freedom of information stuff back. Let's put me Brew up there. Put our Brew up there. Right. Here we go. So here's one up the trousers for all those who say satanic abuse is a myth. Right, Wilfred Wong produced a list of, I think, 12 or 15 cases of convictions in Crown Courts over the last 15 so years, which child abuse, which were linked to Satanism. God bless you, Wilfred, you're an absolute star. Right, now, freedom of information requests from 40 police forces. Right, 11 of these forces state that SRA exists, and these cases have been reported to them. 6 have said no, but then again, it depends on what search engine they've used. So, we're going to refine the search on that and try it again with them, because it's all down to keyword searching. Right, a few haven't responded as of yet. Now, we're going to go through them. We're going to try and keep them in order. And this is over the last decade or so. Cumbria have had 1. Warwickshire 1. Derbyshire 2. Sounds like the old polls I used to read out on Saturday. Dorset, I should do it in regional accent, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I? I'm trying to offend people with that. Dorset. All them accents all sound like they're from Norfolk anyway, so I won't bother with that. So Dorset have had 3. Right, Wiltshire 6. Good old Wiltshire. We said Warwickshire 1. Hang on a second. Leicestershire 12. Northamptonshire 14. Staffordshire 25. And right, the last one has 32. Now, can anyone hazard a guess? My word, this is proper mad wind. Hang on, let me try and get going down the alley of justice. Right, can anyone hazard a guess as to what county has 32? I'll give you a second. Please write in. Right, 32. Surrey. So we've had one of the leading therapists for SRA saying that Surrey is a hotspot. We've had Jeanette, and her story's been corroborated against Surrey. And now we've got it officially, as it stands at the present time, Surrey far surpasses any other county for SRA. So Surrey is absolutely awash with it. Right, well done, Dylan Efford. You will win a swift kick in the Jacobs. Well done. Hello, Serdar, my good man. Good on you, Serdar. Right, so, Surrey. Alright, so this is how it stands. So, for all those who say SRA don't exist, well, there's nearly 100 cases there. And that's only out of really 1/3 of the forces that have responded. So we've got 2/3 yet to come back. So we might be surprised. We might end up with 300 cases. So there you go. Alright, so this myth of SRA has been reported to the police and investigated. And some of these involve animal mutilations as well. Alright, Hampshire. Yeah, Hampshire are a weird force, man. Hampshire were really, really weird when I was doing the tracking down the paedophiles. Hampshire were incredibly obnoxious. But then again, their chief constable at the time was Paul Kernahan. Paul Kernahan, their chief constable, who is on the Reigns list. So Paul Kernahan, Hampshire. You've got Wiltshire. You've got that lovely, lovely chief constable in Wiltshire, Mike Veal, who was hounded for exposing child abuse on a national, international and satanic level. He was hounded and still is hounded, right? And then you've got Paul Kernahan, the chief constable of Hampshire, named as being on the Reigns list, and nothing, absolutely nothing. So, are we appalled at that? If so, let's write into the Police and Crime Commission of Hampshire and say, why is Paul Kernahan on a Reigns list, on a list of satanic abusers, and has that in any way compromised what he's done? So there we go, there's a list. So that's gonna. So we've got Private Eye magazine attacking us once again. We've got loads of nonsense still coming out. I think this Pale Disney idiot woman and who else? I don't know. Someone else. Androgyny. Well, you know, I find them quite entertaining. Them androgyny things. I mean, how can you take that seriously? Someone dressed up as a pantomime dame with all this bizarre satanic type makeup on, and this bizarre camp Scouse accent, berating me and many others. It's entertainment value through the roof. All right. So there we go. There we have it. All right. So all's good in the hood. Loads coming up. Loads coming up. It's gone absolutely crazy once again. All right, and thank you to everyone, you know, for their help, you know, and thank you for my hat. Thank you for my Dan. That's all we're going to say at the moment. Just his name Dan is a guy to do with the security team. Dan needs a bit of funding regarding covert equipment. So if anyone wishes to get in touch and in any way sort of fund some covert equipment, then feel free, and it will be put onto someone who can show you how to facilitate that. All right? So brilliant. And we're going to be calling out for some proactive sort of information regarding these locations of these venues, because they are all about. So it's coming out, slowly coming out. All right, please let us back into Pepsi. Let's get our little man out and about. We need Peps out there. So thank you so much for our freedom of information stuff. It's really, really moving forward. Honestly, we are taking this to such a professional level. It really is. It's really, really going good, and we're elevating it. So we're getting ourselves out the sewer. That is the social media stuff, really. You know, we'll still be on here, still doing what we're doing, but you know, we're going to start collating information now and seeing if we can get the government to do something. If not, we'll do it. All right. People need to support. We need to all work as a group. This is why division is so destructive. Be careful of those that cause division, because it just destroys everything. Destroys everything. It really does. All right. So Nottingham tomorrow. There's a protest in London the week after, and it's all going good. Yeah, I got a horse on the roof. Yeah, hat. Let's see, I've got a hat. I've never had a hat. Never ever had a hat. Unreal, isn't it? Now things have changed. Who would have thought, me wearing a hat? God's sake, what next day? Leather chaps, I suppose. That'll give Androgyny something to do a video about, won't it? Me and leather chaps. Alright, anyway, God bless everyone. Hopefully see people tomorrow. Look forward to it. Alright? And more podcasts to come. Got some good podcasts coming. Alright? Right, big respect to everyone. Goodbye.